Hey, what's up, YouTube? Joseph here, better known as Sign Not Hole. And yes, finally, the day has come for me to do this video. I've been planning for months. Yes, months. Here's my Sonic Reboot video. Now, before I get started, I want to go through all the stuff first. What made me inspired to make this video was Mark Flynn, the artist. Well, Mark the artist or Mark Flynn from his Sonic Reboot video I saw way back, and Not Hope, which I'm going to use most of their artwork here, but the artwork does not belong to me. It belongs to Not Whole Team. Go check them out on DeviantArt, check out their Twitter page, check them out. They do amazing stuff. They can't wait to review. Hold up. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, Naho. Go check them out on DeviantArt, Twitter. They all are owned by Naho Team. I'm going to use mostly of their artwork here because to go over what I would do for the Sonic Reboot, for my ideas. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, chapter 1, the concept. Now the game rate for number 1 would be the game rating. Now some people are going to ask, is it going to be E? Is it going to be E for everyone? No, I'm going to go for E10. Now you're probably going to ask why. I want the game to be more mature, but not too mature, like get a T to M rating. This is still meant for kids. This is still a kid franchise, so I still want to keep it there. But to move it towards an older audience, like up to 12 to 13, to still kids, but to preteens to onward. Plus, I'm going to tell a serious story. You need to make it be a little bit higher for the older audience. And for number 2, what is it based off of? It's based off of both Saturday M, Sonic Mars. This was a scrap Sonic game that got canceled, and Sonic 16. This one was actually a Saturday M spin-off series, but Sega went thumbs down because they didn't think it would go nowhere. But now, what am I using some of that? Now for the setting is planned in the year 2000. It's in the year 3235. This is just so somebody's gonna say, wait, so Sonic's gonna be in the future? Yes. In the show, he was in the distant future. Well, borrowing both the show and Archie continuity into one, so use a year. And the planet is Planet Mobius, filled with anthropomorphic characters. Anthropomorphic animals called Mobians. I'm going back with the Mobian concept because, unlike Sega, keep making this convoluted continuity, and fans gotta agree, the Sonic game continuity does not make sense. One, Sonic was in the classic Sonic was on Earth and still on Earth, but now he's in like a separate world with just Mobians. Sega have to keep it. They keep changing the story because they keep thinking that Sonic will work anywhere, but the continuity will make sense. That's the problem. They need to fix consistency. That's been the main problem. So I decided to stick with Mobius and Mobians. So for my series, for the game I'm working on. Number 3 will be South Island. I still want to keep South Island because this still be Sonic's main home island. Hold on. Sorry again, I just got a little hot. But where was I? Yeah, South Island. I choose to win with South Island to be Sonic's main home location because it was in the first games, and sadly they never explained what island or what place they're on. They say they're on Mobius and Mobile Travelers and Naho, which they still haven't explained to us where it was located. So I decided to win with South Island. And that leads up to my next location, Mobile Travelers. Mobile Travelers be the whole city where Sonic and his friends grew up in. This is before Eggman took over, so it was actually a great city. It had both, imagine it kind of like Zootopia, New York, kind of like it's kind of like a today's city, but with castles, like the UK. Let's just say that. Number 5, the Great Forest. The Great Forest is a great giant forest filled with trees and stuff, like an actual forest, pretty much. Not whole village. I decided to make it kind of like with huts and stuff. Like it's in the Great Forest, it's with huts. Everyone got their own huts, their own place to sleep in. Some people share rooms. It's pretty much like that. The Great Jungle is just a jungle. Next is Robotropolis. Robotropolis is a big city, kind of like similar to Mobile Travelers, but it filled with pollution, like chemical plants, factories that build robots, pollution, like a lot of stuff that no human being or living person should live in. Okay, now the origins. Now bear with me. I came up with my own origin for this. Well, based it off of Saturday M, but I'm gonna read it off to you all. Sonic was once living in South Island, Marvel Travelers with his Uncle Chuck. Yes, Uncle Chuck is still in here, so I'm not gonna go into his parents. I will explain that his parents died. They're dead. They're not like in the Archie universe. They were roboticized into being robots. No, in my continuity, well, in this continuity in general, they're dead. He just lived with his Uncle Chuck. And anyone gonna ask how he got his powers, I just decided to say he was born with them. He lived with his Uncle Chuck and his friends. They are Princess Sally Acorn, Sonic's best friend, and Crush. I decided to give him a crush on Sally that he had when he was little, but then slowly they became a couple. Sally Acorn, Antron, Dave Bardou. Somebody would ask if you haven't seen my update why I went with Dave Bardou. Dave Bardou was easy for me to say, while the clone name was kind of hard. Both I was planning on going with both. I decided to just went with one, so just easy for me to say. Next is Bunny the Rabbit. Yes, I went back to make Bunny just be a rabbit at first, but I will go into her later designs later in the video. And Roar the Walrus. I was thinking on giving him Roar's Boomer Walrus, but I decided to stick with Roar the Walrus just to be safe. Well, just to be easy for me. Let me just say that, not safe, just be easy on me. They were living in they were living in peace until Dr. Robotnik took over More Travelers, turned everyone into robots. Even the king got turned into a robot, got exiled into the void of silence. Well, not a void of silence, but into the void. This is kind of would be like a mix between the special zone and the void from Saturday AM. Except for Sonic and his friends who escaped with the help of his Uncle Chuck and Sally's nanny, Rosie. Rosie was Sally's nanny back in the Saturday TV show and Archie comic books too, and who later turned into robots too. They didn't escape their fate. It has been 5 years since Dr. Robotnik took over Mobile Travelers and renamed it into Robo Travelers. Now Sonic and his friends formed the team called the Naho Freedom Fighters to take back Mobile Travelers. And the title is going to be called Sonic Naho. Now, you're probably going to say, why not just leave it at Naho or just the Naho Freedom Fighters? I want Sonic to still be the main character. Like, he is still the main character. You can't get rid of Sonic. Excuse me. You can't have the Naho Freedom Fighters without Sonic. He's the main character, so hold up. Again, sorry about that. I was going off of saying that Sonic is the main character, so he should still have his name beat on the title. And then the full title was this: Sonic the Hedgehog Naho Freedom Fighters, but I just shorted up to just Sonic and Naho so to make it easy for newcomers. I didn't put down the design, but for what I wanted to go with is Sonic's. It would be like the similar Sonic, not like logo, like Sonic, the word Sonic in yellow, the word Naho in wood. I was debating on making it either red, go back with the Saturday M design, but I decided to go with, well, I wish I could draw this out, but decided to go with yellow and the word, like the wood kind of design for the word Naho. As for the logo, it's Sonic and Sally's face. They were going to be the two main characters. Their face kind of similar to Sonic and Knuckles 3, like into a Naho tree symbol. Kind of what Naho Team's logo is going to be in this in later in the video. Again, let me stress this out. I am not trying to steal their artwork. I'm not trying to say it's my artwork I taken from them. No, I'm just saying I'm using this in my Sonic Reboot. So still go check them out at DeviantArt, Twitter. Hopefully I can put it in the description down below after this video. If not, go type them up. Check them out. They got amazing stuff. They do the greatest webcomic. Can't wait to review that. Review that next. Hopefully soon. Chapter 2 will be character design, and art style. First off, the Naho Freedom Fighter members. Now, the first member is going to be Princess Sally Acorn. She's the leader of the Freedom Fighters. Now, you're going to ask why I choose not to make Sonic be the leader. Sonic does not work as the leader type. To be honest, he don't work as a leader type in general. It was weird in Saturday AM and Archie, he was still the leader. Even in Archie Reboot, they made him be the field leader, but still, though, some people keep saying Sonic could work as a leader. Not really. He kind of like Spider-Man. They prefer to work on their own. They don't work as a team leader. They work with their friends, but they don't work as the leader. They don't do the leadership thing at all. So yeah, that's why I didn't put Sonic as the leader. Okay, first off is age. Sally's age is 15. In the TV show, she was 16. Both her and Sonic were 16, so I decided to put her with the same age as Sonic, like 15. Height is 103 cm, 3 to 4th species, Mobian chipmunk slash squirrel hybrid. Fun fact, I was debating on making her be a squirrel fox hybrid because I heard that her father was supposed to be a fox. That was what Ben Hurst, the writer for Saturday wanted, but they choose to make her father be a squirrel and her mother be a chipmunk. So I decided to just go ahead and stick with that. And relationships. Sonic the Hedgehog, her boyfriend. Yes, in my continuity in the games, they are dating. Will the romance be kind of like dramatic? No, just be cute, calm, and cute, calm, and simple relationship between these two. Next up is Sonic the Hedgehog. The Naho way past cool, ace in the hole. Ball there from the Naho team. Still check it out. Sonic's age 15, height 106, 3/5 species hedgehog, relationship Princess Sally Acorn, his girlfriend. As for number 3 would be Antron de Badu, Naho War God in trading. Yes, I made him be in trading. In the Archie comic, they say he wasn't really a Royal Guard. In the reboot, they say he was a Royal Guard in trading. So I guess that Naho team thought to bind them both together. Excuse me. For the age for Antron, he's 15, height 104, 3/4. Oh, excuse me again. Species, species Mobian coyote. Yes, a lot of people don't know what kind of species was Antron. They thought he was a dog, a wolf. He's actually a coyote. Found out from that in the Archie comic. Satyam didn't explain that at all. Relationship, none. You heard me say, what? None? So I thought you were going to make him be with Bunny. No, there's going to be a change. When I get to Bunny and Rhodey, there's going to be something I want to explain for that. Sorry about that again. Next up will be Roller the Walrus, the Naho scientist inventor. I made Roller be that because that's what will be his title. Anyway, how old is Roller? 15, height 100, 110, 3/8. Species walrus, relationship bunny rabbit as his girlfriend. Yeah, this is the thing I was going to talk about. In the original series, they were supposed to be a couple, but they didn't went with it, so I decided to go back with that. I thought that would be interesting. Now, you could ask, this is because I'm trying to avoid with Camp Henders when they did Antron and Bunny. Yes, and we might try something different for their relationship. Because I feel like Antron didn't need to be with anyone. Bunny and him were cute. I thought that was interesting, but I might try something different. Next up would be Bunny Rabbit, but not Naho cosmetology and cyborg fighter. I decided to just give her that. In the comics, she did Sally Acorn's hair. She could cut people's haircuts like Sonic. She cut Sonic's haircut, give Sonic a haircut, give Antron a haircut, etc. Age for Bunny Rabbit 15, height 106, 3/5. Species Mobian Rabbit cyborg, and relationship. Well, the Walrus boyfriend. So next up will be the main villain. The main villain of this series, Dr. Julius Ivor Robotnik. I went with Julius because that was his name inside TM. I still kept the Ivor Robotnik because it's still his game name, even though they don't say it in the modern time as his real name. Excuse me. Age 48. I had to find this out in Archie. I'm not sure this is his canon age. I thought this would be easy for me. Height 103 marks. Species human. Next up is Snidely Robotnik. Now I changed of Snidely a bit to be no longer be Eggman's nephew, but to be his son. Kind of make him be, related to him somehow because he never explained who what his parents were. They only explained that in Archie, which I'm not going to use a lot of Archie continuity. I wouldn't mind making him be related to Eggman, like be his son. Now, age, he will be 20, height 6 marks, I guess, human. And now for the character designs. Starting off with Sonic. Sonic first, he goes. So first off is Sonic. Sonic design will be based off of SatTM. He has his green eyes, and what I mean by SatTM, he's based on Greg Martin design. He has the blue mohawk design, which I kind of like that more than his Japanese design. Some people say, why did I didn't like the Japanese design? It looks too anime. Plus, if you were going to put Sonic for Americans, I kind of would prefer the American art style to match up with stuff I would see in America, like Looney Tunes, Disney, stuff like that. And also, he had a black stripe around his glove. And for gear, Sonic's gear is a message bag. Now, some people are gonna ask, didn't he have like a book bag in the SatJam TV show? Yes, he did. I decided to diss that, like with Naho Team. They did a funny gimmick that Sonic dissed it because his spikes actually rip a hole in his book bag. For me, I just feel like it didn't make sense for him to carry a book bag because, to be honest, I always wonder how is he gonna keep. How that's not gonna mess up his back after his back spines on his back not getting hurt or getting bent, or I don't know how that works. So I decided, like not whole team, I use a message bag to hold. Excuse me again. To hold his second gear, and he got the message bag from Sally Acorn. This was something she used to carry at missions, but decided to give to Sonic because she don't use it anymore. And his second gear would be his power rings. I decided to make the rings in this continuity be power up for Sonic to give him like extra boosts, give him his Sonic boost abilities, and make him go super fast. Next up will be Sally Acorn. She will have her SatAM design. I didn't went over the color. I didn't put the colors of her eyes. Her eye color is actually blue. She carries a blue jacket. I went with the same thing with Naho Team went with because they're decided to give Sally a jacket. I've been playing with the idea of what type of jacket she could have. It could work either as a jean jacket, a blue hoodie, but at the end of it all, it's just a regular blue jacket. It has some knothole designs, and well, that's pretty much it. Knothole designs she came up with Sonic. It has a zipper on it, plus she wears long blue boots, and for gear, she carries Nicole the computer. Nicole is just going to be just a computer. Now, some people are going to say, ooh, well, I bring back holoform Nicole. No, I decided to focus mostly stick with Sati M. And I will go ahead and do a somewhat spoiler alert. I went with the idea that Nicole was actually Sally's mom who passed away long ago. It was done in season 3. It was done in SatTM season 3 on the webcomic side. I kind of like that idea instead of making Nicole be just a holoform links. I think that's what it was. Yeah, holoform links. I think I may be saying it wrong. Someone comment down below about what was Nicole supposed to be, her animal form. But yeah, Nicole is going to be a computer. She's supposed to be Sally's deceased mother in a holoform. Next will be Antron. Antron's design will be based off of SatAM and Archie. Both designs look similar, but I just went with them. As for his gear, and you're probably gonna ask what he looked like. He wears like a royal guard uniform. It's like blue and red. He wear blue or red, well actually red and brown boots, combat boots. As for his gear, he carries a Royal Guard training sword. This is just a training sword. In future games, he'll get a real sword when he gets brave and stop being scared. He will get ready to fight with an actual real sword. But right now, he uses a training sword for the time being. As for Rhoda, I decided to base him off of SatAM Season 1, meaning he will have his Season 1 blue form, but not wearing all the stuff he had in Season 1 or Season 2. This is the biggest change I did for him. Well, I bought from that whole team. What they designs I kind of like. For Roller, he wears a bandana. I decided to give him some goggles. I decided to add like a goggles on him, shorts, and sandals. The reason why I thought that was cool, so he could stand out different because Roller had different designs His season one, season two, Archie and Archie Reboot was so convoluted that he has so many weird different designs. In the Archie and Reboot continuity, he was purple fur or skin, I guess you could say. I decided to went back with blue because I thought the blue looks less ridiculous and less girly for him. As for his gear, he carries his tools. Now, for Bunny Rabbit, she had a huge change. She's based off her Satyam design, but instead of her wearing her pink leotard, I went with I borrowed what Naho team went with. All the artwork and constant design were supposed to be from Naho. For Sonic, I actually wanted to go with blue arms, but I decided to go with tan arm because a lot of fans do get a little get butthurt if you choose to change Sonic arm to be blue. So I decided to go back with tan arm. But in my early design ideas, I wanted to give him blue arms, but I decided to go back with tan. Now for Bunny, she wears a black tank top, so she wears that. As for gear, her robotic limbs. Now you mentioned the robotics. What part of her arms were robotic? It was hard for me to tell, but it was either her right or left arm got roboticized. Both her legs got roboticized, so that's go figure. For Robotnik, this one was going to be simple for me. I do not like his Santiam design, not his face. His face looked creepy. I want him to look creepy and menacing, but I didn't like his outfit. It looks too cartoony evil, like too cartoony villain. So I decided to went with Mix for his Santiam design and '06. Ooh, excuse me again. Now you're probably now you're probably asking why I choose '06. It's the Mario Eggman jumpsuit. I kind of like '06 way better because it look kind of like realistic, but it looks like Eggman could exist in the real world. Plus, it would be a cool jumpsuit to wear for him, and make it look stylish. stylish. And he doesn't have any gear, but I added his pet bird Clucker. This was the first time Eggman had a pet robotic animal with him. In the TV show, in the TV show, he had Clucker, but he stopped being around in season two. In the games, he never had a pet. In general, he had Orbot and Cubart or Deco and Boko in the TV show Sonic X. So yeah. Next would be Snidely, and I just made it be his Satyam design. His Satyam design was kind of hard to figure out what it was. It was a green shirt, brown pants, I think, and brown or dark brown or black boots. That's all I could go for Snidely. Or somebody going to comment is Snively. It doesn't matter how you say it. Snively, Snively is how it's just a guy named. It's just Eggman's son in this case. So who cares? Number three would be art style. Art style will be ranged from, I went with the not whole art style for 2D animation. There will be some kind of 2D animation for the opening and ending. I wanted it to be like a mix between Sly Cooper. Like how when you play the game Sly Cooper, you actually feel like you're playing a cartoon game, playing a cartoon. It still has its 3D moments, but at the end but some of the cutscenes you seem like you're watching the actual cartoon. So I went with 2D or so for that, and the Naho team. I want to still partner up with them. I want them to be involved, even though I'm using their artwork. I still want them that no, I'm not taking all of it. I want to work with them in this project. This is not a real project, but I would, if I ever did a Sonic reboot, I would hire them and treat them equally. Treat them as my equals. For number three, I went with the Sonic Forces 3 also. No, before you go tag me saying I'm a huge fan of Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces suck. It was the first Sonic game that made me drop out of being a Sonic fan. I came back because of the Sonic movie and IDW comics. But I did like the 3D artwork because that's the closest Sonic 3D artwork I see that looks good. That and also Sonic Omens. Next up will be chapter 3, gameplay. Now the gameplay is going to be a little bit convoluted, going to be controversial because I'm going to change up Sonic's gameplay but still keep it as a core. But first thing first, platformer. I decided to make Sonic still be a 3D platformer, but a 3D action platformer, kind of like what he was supposed to be for Boom, but got stabbed in the back by Sega. But still, 3D platformer. And for a game, game engine, I use the Infinity Plus, the Affinity Engine Plus. This has been used in Sonic Omens, a lot of Sonic fan games that do the boost formula. Like I could say better than what Sega should have done with it. So yeah. Number three, the new game formula. The new game formula would still have this. My new game formula for Sonic will be still have speed similar to Sonic Elite and Sonic Omens. I would like to partner with those guys to do Sonic Speed, but he won't be boosting. Well, he will boost, but not really have a button with the boost on it. I'll explain more when I get into it. But yeah, the speed will be based off the Sonic Elite and Sonic Omens. Hub worlds, I decided to bring them back, similar to Sonic Adventure and also Sonic J Racing. Now, before you ask in the comments, what will be the hub world? I decided to make the hub world be Knothole itself. Like the Knothole Village will be its own hub world. Okay, I will bring back multiple playable characters similar to Sonic Adventure, and boom. Now you're gonna ask who will be the playable characters. Sonic, Sally, Antron, Bunny, and Rotor. I will go into that, what they will do in the games when I get down to it later down the line. Next up will be Stealth. Now you're going to ask, Stealth in a Sonic game? Ooh, excuse me again. I must have ate something really, really good. Keep burping. Anyway, yes, Stealth. I decided to add Stealth in a Sonic game because Saturn was at the end of it. In the original show, they were basically stealthy. They didn't fight Robotnik a whole lot. They didn't fight the robots for real, but they were stealthy. So I decided to make the stealth mechanic be similar to Batman Arkham series and Gotham Knight because those were the two games I thought would have this stealth. This stuff what I wouldn't mind seeing into, like Batman swooping down, catching people. I kind of want to be like that, but sneaking around, similar to Last of Us stealth, like how you take someone out, like Uncharted, Sly Cooper, kind of like those stealth mechanics. Next up will be a skill tree. Now, this one is something I want to say this is the most controversial, both stealth and skill tree. I want to give Sonic characters different abilities so you won't feel like you're just doing one punch or Sonic spin dash and stuff. I wanted to make a skill tree like you upgrade your characters, make them get new abilities so you may play the game to be fun. And the skill tree I base off of will be God of War Ragnarok. That game is not out yet. I decided to put that in. I base it off the 2018 one, but the most likely going to keep the skill tree from that, but just updated. That's pretty much what it is. And the name for this will be the Knothole Engine because this is based off a new, well, not really new, but based off of the for this mechanic would be just focused on starting with a new team. And also, I just like the name Knothole Engine because I want it to still be based for this game. Next, up will be character tree, skill tree. The skill tree is going to be like this one will be hard for me to do, but I'll explain it at the end. First off is Sonic the Hedgehog skill tree. Sonic's skill tree will be increased speed, I guess increased strength, super speed, boring on the ground, meaning he digs on the ground, ring attack, buzzsaw, basically just a spin dash, just not called spin dash in this case. Spin blade is basically him just going similar to the spin dash, but kind of different. Sonic Team Blast. I decided to bring that back. When you have a team, you do a special move. I'll explain more. And the Knothole Blast. The Knothole Blast will be with all the Freedom Fighters at the end of the game do a huge attack that bind all their abilities into one. And finally, the explain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The Knothole Team Blast. Next, and you're probably going to ask before anyone asks, why didn't I add the spin dash, like the pale out, the drop dash, all the Sonic abilities from the adventure games? I want to start Sonic off first with weaker abilities first at the end. Then in future season, if this video do good, I will do a season. Well, I'll do a part 2 or a sequel kind of deal. Maybe next year if this video does good, does good. So yeah, I will add all of Sonic's abilities in the next future video if this video does well. Next will be Sally Acorn skill tree. Her skill tree is just basic martial arts, tech skills like hacking, swimming, climbing abilities, acrobatics, and that's pretty much it. Just acrobatics and skills, like all of her basic skills. So martial art, tech abilities, like tech skills, hacking, swimming, climbing abilities, acrobatics, and stealth skills. That's pretty much it. Antron, I just left him be the swordsman. So his swordsman skills will be ranged from fencing, knight fighting, and let me say this knight like a royal knight fight, like using swordsman skills from that, and the spin blade ball attack from the Archie reboot and blade dash. This is just all the stuff I thought would have worked for him. For Bunny Rabbi, her robot abilities, which is super strength, extending her limbs, stretching arms, powerful jump, and stretching her legs. Oh boy, Rotor Walrus skill tree. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is why I say it would have been the hard part. Rotor Walrus was so hard to make into a skill tree because I had to find what he could do. Now, you're going to say, didn't he fight in the comic books and stuff? Kind of. He didn't have all the abilities. He didn't really fight for real in the goddamn TV show. He didn't really fight for real in RG Comics. In the reboot, he sort of did, but excuse me again. He didn't do a whole lot, so I had to improvise. I gave him brain, high intelligence, endurance, strength, excellent swimmer, holding his breathing underwater, skill mechanic, inventor, skill with machines, and world-class engineer skills and excellent knowledge of machinery and technology. That's all I got for him. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Rhoda, but that was so hard to find any skill for him. So he's gonna be hard for me to do in future videos if ooh, excuse me. If I was gonna do a sequel and give him new abilities. Next up will be the Naho teams. Now this will be something I came up with. In the game, you focus on 3 members of the Freedom Fighters in their own team. You follow each character, but you follow in a different team to do each different level. For Sonic team, he will have Sally, he will have him, Sally, and Bunny. This will be like these new Sonic Heroes team, like how he had Tails and Knuckles. This time he has Sally and Bunny. I was waiting at the end why I didn't add Tails or Knuckles. Next up will be Sally team. Sally team will be basically just her, Antron, and Sonic. Antron team will be Sally and Bunny. Bunny team will have her, Rotor, and Sonic. Rotor team will have Rotor, Antron, and Sonic be the boys team. Okay, next will be the level design. Now, this will be like chapters. I usually would say chapters, but I'm kind of in a hurry. Not really in a hurry, just forgot to say chapters. Now, the level design will be Mobile Travelers, will be 3 arcs. This will be a flashback to show you what the characters were doing during the time when the Eggman were taken over. Uncle Chuck's Lab. This is just a 3 arc level. And I borrowed some stuff from the classic games. I decided to do 3 arcs. Wait, 3 acts. I'm sorry. I said arcs. I mean 3 acts. Ooh. Excuse me again. From the classic games, you had to play from Green Hill Zone, from 3 acts, and excuse me again. Woo. Sorry about that. From Green Hill Zone, you have to throw through 3 acts. Spring Marvel Zone from 3 acts, etc. Each level you have to go from 3 acts. So I decided to bring that back from the classic era. So the Castle of Acorn will be 3 acts. The Great Forge will be 3 acts. Naho Village will be 3 acts. And Great Jungle will be 3 acts. And the last level will be Robotropolis will be 3 acts. Enemies. Now the enemies you go through will be the SWAT bots, ranging from SWAT bots MK1, this is what the original one with the cone heads, and SWAT bot M2. MK2, this will be the ones with the Black Black Shadow figure design. This will be the Mark III version. Ones will be heavy swap outs. One from Sonic Brotherhood Chronicle, well, Sonic Chronicles Brotherhood. Mark IV one would be basically the swap outs with guns based off of the ones from Sonic 06. The I Spy bots, this is the one of Eggman's cameras keep flying around, you attack them. Worker bots are actually just roboticized Robians that are forced to become workers. For Robians, I added them in because those are just people who are Robians. Now, after you hit them, they don't actually be damaged for real. They just be taken, just be out of the way, or just go back and hide. But yeah, you do fight against worker bots and Robians in this game. Now, boss battles, you fight against both Dr. Robotnik and Snidely in each level. At the end of each level, you fight against them in a mecha or a giant robot in each level. Now, the fun part for Chapter 9 is something I've been wanting to do is voice actors. For Sonic voice actor, I decided to went with Miles Morales voice actor from the PS4 Spider-Man game. Now, you're probably asking why did I choose Ben Schwartz? Hold on. Sorry about that. You're gonna ask why I didn't use Ben Schwartz or why was it Greg Smith, Mike, or Max Middleman? I guess that's how you say it. I decided to went with the voice actor for Miles Morales because I want to get someone who hasn't been voiced Sonic, who could pass as a good voice for Sonic. I wanted Sonic to sound kind of like similar to Spider-Man, but a little bit cocky, still Sonic's cocky nature. So I decided to went with the voice actor for Miles Morales. I cannot say his name, but last thing I can say is Jetter. For Sally Acorn, I went with Tara Strong. She voiced a lot of characters. The ones I can remember she could voice. She voiced Timmy Turner, Ben 10, Ben 10 from, you guessed it, Ben 10. She voiced a lot of female characters and male characters. She voiced every characters. I choose her because she could sound closer to what Sally Acorn used to, her iconic voice actor from the past. I was going to use Zendaya, but I want to think realistic for a game. Getting a big celebrity to voice a game character will be expensive, and I don't want to just pay a whole lot of money on a big celebrity. So I would choose to go with a voice actor. Not saying they're cheap, not saying they're cheap, just someone who has experience in voice acting. For Nicole, Tara Strong again. For Antron Demodu, I went with Ian Sinclair. He voiced Brooke from One Piece. He voiced Weez from Dragon Ball Super. I decided to get him because I think he could do an excellent French voice actor, like a French accent. Like Antron, if y'all don't remember in the show or the comic books, Antron sometimes screw up his English. He still speaks French, but he's bad with English. He has bad speaking English words, so I thought he could be good for that. For Rotor, I went with the original voice actor for Cyborg because I wanted someone who could sound like who could pass as what Rotor's original voice actor sound like, but still sound like a scientist. I also thought it would be cool to hear Rotor say "booyah" from using the Cyborg voice actor. Man, I'm almost losing my voice right now. Bunny Rabbit, I went with Jennifer Halo. She was the voice actor of Ribbon from the recent Ratchet and Clank game, Rep Apart. I thought she could pass as a good voice actress for Bunny Rabbit if she could pull off a southern accent. Bunny Rabbit has a big southern accent if you haven't paid attention in the TV show. Next up will be Dr. Ivor Robotnik. I work with Jim Cummings. He was the original voice actor for him in the original TV show, or I think he won the voice actors of Pete. I want to go with Mark Hamill, but I thought you'd just go back with Jim Cummings. But either way, Mark Hamill, Jim Cummings would have been better. They're both good voice actors for this version of Dr. Robotnik or Eggman. Next up will be Snidely. His voice actor be Tom Kenny. I choose Tom Kenny because I think he could do that Snively psychic voice, psychic to like be be like a manservant to Robotnik, having like the yes sir kiss up voice actor for him. Now, chapter 10 will be consoles. Now, you gotta ask what consoles would this be on? Just like be on every console? Not exactly. Ooh, excuse me again. Whew. I don't sound like Rick from Rick and Morty for keep burping all this time. The consoles I decided to go for Sonic Naho will be PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Now, you gotta be asking, why not Nintendo Switch? I want to go back to making Sonic be a rival to Nintendo. This will be a new take for Sonic and to be a rival to Mario again. I still think Sonic can still be a good rival to Mario. I say he's better than Mario. He beat him in comic books, movies, TV shows. Not really so much in games anymore, but if this does excellent in the game, he'll be still his rival against in games. So I decided to make him still be a rival to Mario. So no Nintendo Switches or no Nintendo properties. That means he will not he will no longer be a Nintendo. He won't be on anything Nintendo for a while. Well, if I could get a good deal, no. You're right. Actually, I should still stick with that. Not be a Nintendo exclusive anymore. So Sonic, my Sonic game, Sonic Naho, will be only on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Now, chapter 4 will be the ending. Now, the ending is not that hard. I'll just say this. The Naho Freedom Fighters defeat Dr. Robotnik and Snidely for the time being. They're going to return, so they decided for the sequel, they're going to meet up with new Freedom Fighters. In the sequel, I will go ahead and tease this. If this video gets a lot of likes and get a lot of views, I will introduce the Mobians, and also Nate Morgan. You guys now kind of hear you say, wait. Nate Morgan's an Archie character. Not exactly. He was a Saturday scrap character, but Archie, I think Corey Ballers used him. So I wouldn't mind bring him back in the Sonic Naho, my Sonic Naho reboot, or my Sonic reboot video. And that's pretty much it. What do you think about this video? This is a new take on Sonic. Now, before anyone asks, I know this won't be for everyone, and we're going to say the Sonic, say that the Freedom Fighters are retired, Sega would not bring them back. You'll never know. Sega brought back classic Sonic, they could bring back the Freedom Fighters if they're not too upset with them. I know that Japan was not cool with Sega of America for changing Sonic stuff a lot, but I feel like they should learn that there are still fans for the Sad TM Freedom Fighters. There are still fans of Sally Acorn. I'm not saying, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm not part of Rally for Sally. I'm not part of that because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's not necessary. But I decided to make this video because from seeing Mark the Artist or Mark Flynn with his reboot video and Naho Team Excel. After seeing what they can do, I also see another fan project called Sonic RD. They're bringing back the Freedom Fighters, so I decided to do a reboot video based on the Freedom Fighters. What do you all think about this video? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, share this video with your friends and family, hit the bell to get notified for new videos. I am planning to come back. Before I go signing out, I will be back in October to talk more about Naho Team, what I want to see in the Naho comic, and also some stuff about Naho, because again, this whole channel is going to be basically talking about Naho, talk about the Naho webcomic and also the Sonic movie. So before I sign out, my whole channel is going to be based off of Naho. Hope you all like this video. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe to get notified for new. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to get notified for new videos. Give me a thumb. Oh, I said that so many times. Share this video with your friends and family. Help make my channel grow. My goal for this channel is to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Which I'm doing good with the watch hours, but not good on subscribers. So anyway, this has been Joseph Singleton, better known as Sonic Naho, signing out. Peace.